very common symptoms that people will report as a sign of prolapse. They'll say, oh, it feels like I'm sitting on a golf ball, but I'm not sitting on anything. Or they'll say, I feel like a tampon was put in incorrectly and something's just falling down. Or they'll notice it when they're cleaning themselves after toileting or in the shower, and they'll actually feel an organ bulging into their hand. What is prolapse? Prolapse is the abnormal descent of any pelvic organ, such as the bladder, the rectum, or the urethra, into a space where it does not belong. This can happen after childbirth. This can happen after abdominal surgeries. This can happen as a result of improper exercises. And fortunately, it's not often very painful, but a lot of patients who are experiencing this issue will have heaviness, pressure, or even protrusion through the vagina or the rectum. There are different degrees of prolapse as well. So there's the really, mild prolapse where you're not actually feeling too much, but you might have that heaviness. And then there's the very severe prolapses where the organ's actually coming out of the body. And some people will actually be like, what is that that's falling out of me? And it causes quite a panic at first, as you can possibly imagine. But I will tell you that it's very common, and there are things that can be done to fix it. How does physiotherapy help? Physiotherapy helps by first helping to rebalance the internal body pressures. So we ensure that we're not creating too much pressure coming down into the pelvic floor, but we help to redistribute that pressure throughout the body where it does belong. So we don't have too much pressure sitting low. We also don't want to jump right to surgery or to a pessary. These are options that should be considered secondary. Pelvic floor physiotherapy should be considered the first line of defense. And our optimal strategy would be to strengthen the pelvic floor muscles to help improve support from underneath, as well as reduce that internal pressure so we don't have too much stuff coming down.